Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Guitar of the Day. I'm your host, Michael Lemo. Today it's Thumpin' Thursday. We're on a roll with Thumpin' Thursday right now. I'm feeling like we're bringing it back. The bass is cool again. We're keeping it up. So we have Rudy Sarzo here. The great Rudy Sarzo played with Quiet Riot. As many of you know, spent a lot of time with Randy Rhoads and is now playing with the Guess Who, which is, all of them are amazing acts. But he's going to run through the bass for us. It's my, I get to do this. I'm very humbled. So, Rudy Sarzo, here he is.
Woo! Michael,
thank you, Rudy. Thank you, Rudy.
Two things. Bass has always been cool. Always been cool.
He's right.
Yeah, and it's every day is thumping.
Ooh, every day is thumping.
Thumping.
See, this is why we get a real bass player to do this. Take it away, Rudy.
Okay, so what do we have here, Michael? Oh. What is this? What is this? I see this beautiful vintage-looking case, and I have no idea.
If you see my episodes, I actually have an issue opening cases.
You do.
Is this true, Jen?
I've seen your episodes, but come on.
All right, here we go. I'll get this one.
Okay, I'll get this latch.
All right, one, two.
Wait a minute.
Wait, this latch.
Wait a minute.
It's already open.
So no, well.
There is no latch.
There's no latch. Okay, that makes it even more. Oh wow.
Oh,
this is beautiful. Tell me a little bit about this.
So what do we got here? This is a 1960.
I think 60.
P bass.
Rosewood,
and refinished, I believe. In
one of the, I have a 59 that I bought here at Norman's, and these are the first rosewood Fender basses.
Yes.
Because prior to that, there were maple neck.
Wow.
And this is slab board. But wow, this is very light too. Beautiful neck. Look at this. These precision neck were made before the jazz bass existed. So this is the curvature, the size of what actually will become the jazz bass. But it's on the precision. That's why when traditionally when you pick up a later model precision, the necks are thicker because they wanted to actually offer that thicker neck,
right?
Which has a different tone to it. As a matter of fact, I had a 67 that I changed the neck from a jazz neck to a precision neck, and it gave me a whole different sound.
Wow.
And but this is just beautiful. This is a time machine.
That is a time machine.
And one thing that I noticed that I was not aware of. Look at this. There is a metal plate underneath the pickguard. And it's probably for grounding purposes.
Yeah.
I was not aware of this, And this is a very unique. And look at the binding, the layers on this pickguard. It's just amazing. Is this a refinish?
This is refinish.
Refinish.
Yes, it is.
Yeah, but it's beautiful.
Finger marks. It looks like back here. What were they doing? Bear claw.
That's probably from the strap.
Yeah.
Sometimes that you get that. I mean, this looks like it's been played, and I love the fact that it has the original bridge.
Yes.
Because back in the day, including myself, we would make the mistake of switching it for a badass. Why? Because back in the day, but back in the 60s or the early 70s when badass became available. We used to do that. It was just a marketing thing. Somebody came out with a different bridge and said, "Hey, this is better than the original bridge."
And we would all just follow.
But not really. Because one of the really things that I love about these bridges, the vintage bridges, is that you can actually, change the angle of the string to actually match right on top of the magnets.
Of the magnet, yep.
Really quickly. You don't even need a screwdriver for this. And speaking of screwdrivers, you don't even need an Allen wrench for these. Just regular jeweler's screwdrivers. This will do the trick. I'm back here too. But let's see.
So no Home Depot trip here.
No, not at all. This is all included. And then I bought basses here before, so I know that when it goes out the door, everything is ready to go.
Everything is ready to go. So we make sure we set it up.
Yeah, the best way to test any instrument, electric instrument, is just do it acoustically. Because
Rudy never plugs in much when he comes in.
No,
He's
because
the easiest customer we have.
You feel the vibration, because these pickups are just here to amplify the sound, the natural sound.
Yeah, that's right.
And This is and I love the fact that it comes with flat wounds.
Yeah.
You know, when I started playing bass in the '60s, that's all we had, flat wounds.
So do you use flat wounds much anymore, or?
I do with certain instruments. Yes, I do I use the chromes, they're your chromes.
Oh, cool.
And and I just love it. On my fretless, I will use a round wound, or if I'm looking on the 59 that I have, I'm going to put round wounds just to capture that tone.
That grainy,
tone, James Jamerson tone. Then and anything that's been recorded. In the 60s, it was all flat wound. One thing, there's a myth that flat wounds are not very bright. Case in point, Steve Harris from Iron Maiden, he's always played flat wounds, and he's got the most incredible bright tone.
Yeah.
As a matter of fact, he played a Precision with flat wounds. So if you're looking for that, you can go from James Jamerson to Steve Harris.
Yeah, there you go.
With the same instrument. This is the versatility of a Fender Precision bass.
Yes.
Especially a vintage one.
Very versatile, and one of the most classic basses of all time.
Yeah, absolutely. And you're not going to get rosewood like this. It doesn't exist anymore.
No, that wood is taken.
Yeah. As a matter of fact, it's very rare that you can actually get a Fender with a rosewood neck unless you go to the higher, level,
right,
price point.
Yeah.
Or if you go to the custom shop. So, I'm pretty sure, because the prices are insane here at Norman's, for all these vintage instruments. So I'm pretty sure that you're probably going to wind up paying the same for this bass as you would for a custom shop bass.
Yeah.
And you might as well go for the vintage.
The real deal.
The real deal.
Yeah.
Right here, And, I can tell you, it sounds really nice and bright.
Yeah, even just here, the vibration of the bass is all there.
And tight, very, 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 very tight. I love that. I mean, for playability, if you want to play really fast, a tight bass is the best way. Tight strings to tight action. Yeah, and this being a 60, I believe in 61 or around 61 is when they discontinued the slap board fretboard, which is what this has.
Correct. Yep.
Yeah. And the reason, do you know the reason why? Is because around that time is when Fender started to expand their distribution to different parts of the world.
Yep.
And in the early 60s, it was very rare that anybody that worked at a music store actually knew how to set up necks when they went overseas.
That's wild, yeah. Like the first time they've seen these things.
That's right. Yep. How do we fix this? So, with a slap board, especially back in the day, and these basses being brand new that had not settled yet. One of the beautiful things about getting a vintage instrument is that this neck settle.
Yeah, it's got soul.
It's got soul.
Yeah,
it's got mojo. It's got everything. So it's not going to be, like a brand new neck. It's going to be more flexible.
Yeah.
This is almost petrified, which is what I call petrified, when the wood becomes so hard, so solid, but still retains the vibration. Another thing about vintage instruments, Fender, lacquer.
Yep.
This lacquer is illegal to apply nowadays. It's a different lacquer, but this lacquer really breathes.
It breathes, yeah.
It breathes more than the
you
current
can tell
lacquer.
When you hold that neck.
Absolutely. So you're not even going. It's illegal to actually buy a brand new instrument that has this lacquer.
Well, there you go.
So you're not going to find it unless you come here at Norman's and get one of the vintage basses like this one.
This one right here at Norman's Rare Guitars. So, Rudy, what do you think? Should we take it out? Should we plug it in?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right, let's rock it out here at Norman's Rare Guitars. Thank you, Rudy, for coming by.
My pleasure.
Appreciate it. Let's go do this.
Yeah,
woo! So
Cool.
excited.
Okay, so here I am with the 1960 Precision, Fender Precision, right here, and I'm actually pairing this with what would be one of the best choices to pair a Fender Precision with, which would be a Fender amp. This is a 63 right here, and this is a 60, but and a guitar amplifier. But a lot of the guitar players at the time would switch over from guitar to bass according to the need for the gig. So this would be a really good, well-rounded amplifier to bring to any gig, whether as a guitar player or a bass player. So, and I'm just going to play a couple of things. As a matter of fact, I play in a group called The Guess Who, and the band's been around since since the 60s, 65, first hit, shaking all over. And going to something more like, let's say, These Eyes. But this, pretty much what happened in the 60s is the band started getting a little bit heavier, a little bit harder. So this bass is not just for pop, commercial 60s music. Also, a lot of the rock bands started to play with the precision bass. And the 60s, the 70s model was always something that, that you would hear a lot of rock and roll. As a matter of fact, I have a 59. And I took this on the road when I was doing what it was called the Randy Rhoads Remember. And I was doing most of the catalog of the Ozzy Blizzard of Oz and Diary of a Madman with my 59 Precision that I got here at Norman's. So, something like... This is such an incredibly well-rounded instrument, and it has flat wounds right now. So if you want more of the twangier, metallic, modern tone, you can always put some round wounds on this, whatever brand of your choice. And but I just love the tone, And through the years, I started out with a passive basses, and then through the 80s, just to compete with bass synthesizers and all of that, I started to play active. But now I just go back to the passive basses. Passive basses will record better than an active bass. It has better frequency shelving. It's going to sit in the mix better than an active bass. And also, if for some reason you just need to bump up the tone of a passive instrument, there's plenty of bass pedals out there that will do that. So this is an incredibly versatile instrument. And it's really, you're just not buying a bass, you're buying a piece of history right here. And also, it's an investment. So come and get it right here at Norman's.